then no one plays well.
Number 42.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Giants 7, Packers nothing.
Now Stidham on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stidham. He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Number 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Complete to number 42.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here. 5. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Brings up third down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touch. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Packers 7.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Mahomes firing complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
33-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 12.
And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Nixon with a 1st down here. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Don't do us like that.
So he was past the line of scrimmage. When he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. A throw over the middle, taken in. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
A toss left, Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. Packers. Joe Mixon, his 2nd. Touchdown on the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Following the touchdown, here's Cyber down to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Open man there, that's Bellamy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Giants now down 21-14, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stidham to throw it. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they will fall to 1-1.